Hello and welcome to another update video on Bitcoin. We're here on the short-term chart for Bitcoin. Overnight, you could say not too much happened. The support area we defined together yesterday is still intact. It's between $90,152 and $92,020. This is our standard Fibonacci support area for such a B-wave pullback. That B-wave pullback was expected yesterday. Remember that the price came down here into our support area, and this line here that you see is the golden ratio level, the 61.8 retracement at $90,570. So that was an ideal level where the price could bounce from. It did that, and the wave count to the downside was technically complete. Actually, this C wave reached a target with this level there. However, I said, ideally, this C wave appears to need at least one more low. So that's why I'm tracking the current bounce as a wave 4, circle 4. And we defined a resistance area for wave 4, which is between $93,300 and $97,300. The price reached it yesterday and started to pull back from there, which actually was expected because I said that most likely this wave 4 will develop as an ABC structure. Well, guess what? This is already an ABC. We already have A, B, C. However, the 23.6 Fib level is a bit weak for a fourth wave, but we've reached a target. I mean, it's more like a resistance area. It's not really a target, but it reached the first Fib level that is relevant for such a fourth wave. And so this could technically be all of the fourth wave. Yeah, but you know what? This is a pullback in a three-wave move. So technically, this looks more like the B wave of a fourth wave, because a fourth wave very often unfolds as an ABC structure and very often reaches the area around the 38.2 retracement. That's at 95,488. Now, in the very, very, very short term, the predictive value of Elliott Wave is really low. I mean, nobody can really predict what's happening in the very, very short term here on the 30-minute chart. But we can still identify tendencies, and there are still, Elliott Wave still has some predictive powers, you could say, but it's more a risk management method that allows us to understand what the decision the market has made in the moment, right? So it's important to understand, do we have 5-wave movements? Do we have 3-wave movements? And if the market is giving us only a 3-wave pattern, then it very often indicates either indecision or, as we've seen here, in the 3-wave move down, it might want to try at least for another bounce. But is this what we expected? Well, yesterday I posted in one of our updates in our membership area that Bitcoin might form a wider B wave here. Yeah, so that was my idea. We finished the A wave of the fourth wave. We only finished then the A wave of the B wave. So I expected another B C pattern deeper into support, which has pretty much happened. Quite sharp though, that decline. But yeah, it formed that more extended B wave. And now that the price has done that, I'm watching today if we can get that C wave bounce. I think the likelihood is high for that, but again, only the market will decide in the moment. By the way, if you also want to join us here on Discord, feel free to consider our gold membership. I'll leave a voucher code for you in the comment section and a link, and then you can join the MCO community if you like. You get a lot of updates throughout the day, in addition to what you see here on YouTube, plus a lot of other benefits, like, for example, an Elliott Wave course, the opportunity to ask questions in our questions channel, and so much more. Check it out. But basically, that's what I'm watching for, yeah? So we had probably this B-wave pullback. And but really, the condition is now that we're holding today's low, because any lower low will likely indicate that we're already in the 5th wave down. Now, the base case is that we have not completed this entire correction. So this C wave should likely get another low. But if we from here get first the the C wave up, it should take us into the blue zone between $94,685 and $97,630. That's just a standard, let's say, target or resistance area for such a C wave. This is just a short update. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.